Oh my god, it smells like...
Okay.
So, hi, my name is Rowan,
And I'm Ash.
and this is
The Broom Closet.
and this would be episode 9, I believe. So, let's get started. This is our Wicca 101 video, which we never did.
Even though we wanted to, we
Mhm.
kept talking about it, but we never did it.
We were going to do it with a bunch of videos, but we decided that this would be a little bit easier. So, let's get started with this.
Okay, so what is Wicca?
I would say that it's really hard to explain Wicca, and a lot of people never know how to explain it, and so I'm going to give you my best explanation on what is Wicca. Basically, Wicca it's a new religion based on ancient pagan beliefs. It's kind of like believing in everything, and that everything has a spirit inside it, like the trees, and the ground, and the moon, and the universe. Everything has its energies, and it's sort of just believing that everything has something. Like, it's not just trees and ground and rocks and moons and the universe. Yes, we do witchcraft. We do believe in witchcraft, but witchcraft is not supernatural. It's always there. It's been there. It is something that, how do I explain this? I really don't know here. It's like witchcraft is like active prayer. It's like,
So you're using all these extra things,
yeah, you're
rituals
using,
and candles and stuff to help make it a little, I don't want to say better, but I don't think it's the word.
it's more like it's helping your mind, like, it helps with mind power kind of issues, like, because a lot of witches don't use any tools at all, because they've got their skills honed enough and are able to do it by themselves without tools. Tools are just to help us. They're like magical transport stuff. They bring your energy out. They like let it. I'm not explaining it right, but I'm sure everybody that's watching the video is getting what I'm saying. So that's basically what I'm saying. What is Wicca?
And just remember, these are our opinions. Feel free to make your own on these.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you fit God into all this?
Well, most Wiccans, now speaking for most and in a general way, most Wiccans believe in a god and a goddess. Now, we're not necessarily believing in a god and goddess are two different beings, and we're also not necessarily saying that God is one being. What we're saying is that whatever is up there has both male and female qualities, both male and female aspects, everything. Like, it could be 2, it could be 100, it could be 1, but there is balance inside God. When you call upon goddess, you're calling upon the feminine aspects of what's up there. You're calling upon the masculine aspects when you call upon God. So that is how we fit God in. That was a good explanation. So, let's go over. Scott Cunningham has the principles of magic, the basic principles of magic. Basically explains, like, what would you say, how you work everything surrounding magic, like how everything works. Like, so why don't you just, if you have any questions about these in a list, just ask us in comments, because we're not really going to explain too much. We're just going to read how he wrote it.
Okay. Magic is natural. Harm none, not even yourself, through its use. Magic requires effort. You will receive what you put into it. Magic is not usually instantaneous. Spells require time to be effective. Magic should not be performed for pay. Magic should not be used in jest, as a joke, or to inflate your ego. Magic can be worked for your own gain, but only if it harms none. Magic is divine art. Magic can be used for defense, but should never be used for attack. Magic is knowledge of its way and laws, and also of its effectiveness. Know that magic works. Magic is love. All magic should be performed out of love. The moment anger or hatred tinges your magic, you have crossed the border into a dangerous world, one that will ultimately consume you.
I believe Scott Cunningham is one of the most real and least fluff bunny writers for the Wiccan religion out there. There's a lot that add too much fluff to it. Too much. I mean, fluff is okay, but I believe when you're trying to learn about something, you need the least amount of fluff when you're learning, because it just adds. Because you're already going to be a fluff. Not like it's. There's no going around being a fluff. So
some people have it worse than others.
The more fluff that there's in these books, that's just adding. That's just adding. It's just too much for me.
Almost every witch has a Scott Cunningham book because he's written a lot of good stuff.
Okay. So, hold on. Let me just check the time. Just to make sure we're doing good on time. Yep, 6:13. We're good. Just making sure. Okay. I wish I had somebody over there to check the time for us. Okay,
oh no, you gotta be not lazy for once in your life. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so next thing.
So how do you get started into all this, I guess, the craft?
Started. Basically, when you start, you are not going to want to immediately jump into a coven. You're not going to want to ask somebody to teach you about Wicca. That is like, to us, and I'm sure all of the Wiccans that have been in the Wiccan religion for quite some time would understand and believe us in saying that you don't want to take somebody else's beliefs and learn from them. You want to learn from yourself. Starting out as a solitary is the best thing to do when you're first starting out, because you will learn your own way. You will gather information the way you want to, not how somebody else wants to, and you'll gather the information that you want, not somebody else wants you to have. I didn't repeat myself. No, I didn't. I said something different. So, I didn't repeat myself.
Or did he?
Solitary training is better than coven training, because you're learning your own techniques and not somebody else's. There's so much you can learn by yourself that if you learned with somebody else, it would stick in your head their way and not yours. So I'm just going to keep going over that, and that's just the biggest point right there when you're first starting out. Do not go into a coven when you're first starting out. That is just, it's not good. Almost everybody in my coven, actually everybody in the coven, has known Wicca before the coven. They've either studied it or done it before, which is kind of a requirement for our coven. You cannot come in blindsided. Like blindsided, does that make sense?
I don't know.
You cannot come in blind to Wicca. You have to know what it's about.
And also, if you do start out solitary and you do go into a coven, then you'll be bringing more knowledge and like your beliefs into it, and it really helps out with the coven.
It makes a group diversity kind of thing. Like our coven's very diverse, very, very diverse.
You have a Dianic Wiccan, you have
Egyptian. A lot of Egyptian. Raina brought so much inspiration from Egyptian witchcraft, like a lot.
And then Asatru.
Basically, try to do it your own way. Be a solitary.
Be unique.
Next thing would be to your Book of Shadows. This is the first thing you're going to want to start with when you're studying on your own. Get a book. Book of Shadows. It's like a journal to write all your personal things in there. Like it'll be your diary, it'll be your spell log. Keep all your spells you've tested and you've done and you've made sure that they work. You put those in there. You put calendar dates, moon dates, calendar dates. You put moon dates, like all the moon phases and stuff like that. You put recipes in there. It's like
oh, hi, noise.
that was weird.
Yeah.
My heart stopped. Like, I was like, oh my god.
The guy was going to crash into us.
Oh my god. Shut up.
Wait, we're going to back
Okay. So, like, you basically put everything that involves magic into your book. Even more stuff that doesn't involve magic. It just makes the book more personal. It's where you keep your magical life. That's basically down to everything. It's where you keep your magical life. And write, like, the next step after getting your book of shadows and starting to write in it, making it your personal magical diary. Read, 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 and read some more. Because you can never learn enough. You will always be soaking up information. I have like 6 different Wiccan beginner books because I learned something new from each one. I have it. If you can see it, there's a library of books back here. There's even books over there. I've got a ton of books on Wicca because the more I read, the more I learn.
And don't forget practice. Practice is also a great thing.
Yes, practice meditation, practice spells, practice aura cleansing.
Tarot.
Tarot, that's a divination.
Runes.
Yes, we will be doing a rune video soon for, was it Ali Rose Wiccan? It was either Ali Rose Wiccan or somebody else. I don't even know. God, I never remember the names.
Ever.
So remember to read everything you can get your hands on. But make sure you take, like, when you read the stuff,
take it with a grain of salt.
No, don't say that because somebody else said that and it really pissed me off. Make sure when you read, don't do anything that you wouldn't feel comfortable with, and don't do anything that you don't believe in your heart. Like, if you see, don't just believe it because somebody else said it. Like, don't believe anything we say just because we said it and we're Wiccans. Do it because you feel that you believe in that. Like, that, I guess it's the best thing you can possibly do when you're first starting is don't believe people because they say it's true. Believe it because you believe it. Okay, so, do not think of Wicca as spells and witchcraft and wands and
levitating and all this
the
stuff
craft
that you could do.
and Charmed and the Secret Circle.
And Harry Potter.
Exactly. Think of Wicca like something spiritual, like walking through the forest on an autumn day. Like, think of it like that. Please don't think of it as like when you're first getting into it. Do not be like, I'm getting into Wicca because of magic and spells and I just feel so powerful and I just want to tell everybody because I want to make myself weird.
And I want to banish my friends and their enemies,
Do
not
it.
friends.
Do it because you want something positive in your life and something that can change who you are. Or do it because you feel like it's been inside you for a while and you didn't know what to do with it. That's how it was with me, because I never felt anything was right until I heard of Wicca. Then I just felt like it was just so right. Okay, so let me check the time one more time. Let's see here. We're at 13:47. Hurry.
Okay.
Motherfucker, we're late.
A quick book suggestion is Elements of Witchcraft, I don't know if you can see this that well, by Ellen Dugan. This is a book I've been reading lately, and it's actually really good. It has a lot of teen stuff in it, and
because we're a channel for beginners and teens and stuff like that, this is a very good book.
Okay.
Amazing.
And here is a quote that we found in it that I really like. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye, by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
Okay, so that is the end of our video for our basic Wicca 101 kind of thing.
We need to hurry up because
Yeah.
minutes.
Check out our YouTube, or you're already watching our YouTube channel. Check out our Facebook, The House of Belwicket. The link is somewhere on the side of the YouTube page that you're looking at right now. So somewhere over on the side. check out or email us at thehouseofbellwicket@yahoo.com. Is there anything else that we have that they could look at? Not as of now. If you want to look at our Twitter, we have a Twitter too. It's called House Bellwicket. So just look @ House Bellwicket. And that's it that we have right now. Our website still isn't up, but we are working on it. We had discussed with Lake that we were doing like a
Oh yeah, did we mention that
website.
Lake is now initiated?
Yes, I already did in the
Okay.
Tatiana video. That Lake was initiated. So yeah, that was our video. Thank you for watching, and put some video suggestions in the comments bar.
We'll do our best to answer them.
Yeah, I tried answering them very recently. So yeah, next video is the rune video. So don't hope that your video suggestions will be next, because it is the rune video. All right. See you later. Ta-ta.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.